At this point of the minor international growth project, the export plan already has a product, an exporting country, and importing country. The so-called home country, which will be export-oriented from the Valencia community, will be Spain. These Spanish products will be received on the other side of the pond, where the country of destination will be Canada. Both countries are considered developed. In fact, they may seem quite similar. However, in today's video we will know those factors or points of each country that are remarkable, pointing out the similarities and differences between them.
To make everything more clear, we will take in consideration the following graph, which is based on the Hofstede method.
On the Hofstede's cultural analysis, Canada generally has the characteristics of a typical Western countries, valued the independency and the indulgence, have a moderate scores on the masculinity and uncertainty avoidance, and with the low scores on the power distance and the long-term orientations. Similarly, Spain also had low scores on the power distance, masculinity, and long-term orientations. There are no big gap between the scores of all elements of Spain and Canada. Therefore, two countries can do business together easily thanks to the similarity.
In this graph, we can see how individualism and uncertainty avoidance are very frank for each other. This can be a culture shock and create clashes and misunderstanding when developing the business. In this case, Canadian culture is more individualistic than Spanish. This means that entrepreneurs in the first country expect self-sufficiency and initiative. For the other concept, Canada is more tolerant of changes, new ideas, or business practices. This can be a good business opportunity for Spain. However, this fact makes them less emotionally expressive, quite the opposite of Spain.
Seen in Hofstede analysis, there can be a difference from avoiding uncertainty, but since Canada and Spain have long been trading partners, we don't see any real problems in that regard. Spain and Canada have different religions. Spain is Eastern Orthodox and Canada is Protestant, which can be a risk when trading between those two countries. The important company can improve its trading by becoming better acquainted with the culture of the other party so that they can discover bottlenecks and try to avoid them when exporting oranges. The legislation also differs between Spain and Canada. You have to be aware of that as both export and import. As an export company based in Spain, you need to find out what legislation applies to you as a company when exporting to Canada. If you're not aware of this, it can be a problem and you want to avoid that.
To make a conclusion, we believe Canada would be a good startup trading destination for Frutas Gilabert, the Spanish exporter. They share similarities in the cultural analysis but have one major difference, the uncertainty avoidance. This will be more of a problem for the Spanish exporter since their counterpart, the Canadians, map their uncertainties more specific. In this case, Frutas Gilabert could map their uncertainties clearer to compare with the Canadian way of working and doing business. This way, they will improve in the international market.